I'm something like as part of the other speakers here. I have something with me, but I'm not. It's really my laundry. It's not. It's just for show. First, I'm going to talk about King Legazpi. Manuel Legazpi, I was one of the few who speak some Filipino languages. I speak Visayan, Marayan, Tagalog. So I can speak with Manuel in different languages, including English. A few things you probably don't know too much. By the way, this is the man I'm talking about. And for you, students, I'm a teacher. I retired a couple of years ago, but in reality, teachers, we don't retire. We always have assignments for you. Assignment for you younger folks. Tell me the 3 words right here, the complete 3 words right there. Yeah, research that for me because I know the answer. Right here. First, Manuel Legazpi was born 1896. He was born in 1890. When I met him, I was in my 20s. I wasn't born then, but I was, I guess, about their age. Right? I'm looking at Dan Gonzalez here because Dan Gonzalez is a few years younger than me. And he was around at that time, so I'm looking at this guy. So the range is about the same. But first, check the guy out. That's a dignified person. No matter what this guy said or does, dignity was always such a bar. You know, to imagine he probably goes to the bathroom in constipation with a lot of dignity. He was also a painter, an artist. Yeah. He painted many, many things. He gave me some. I gave some away to the school, and I don't know. I was married a couple of times, maybe my wife took it, I don't know. But I don't have it now. But I had it for a long time. Not only did he give me his paintings, or not some of his paintings, but he gave me his invention. The guy was an inventor too. He was one of the few people, to me, that I've met, that infused science and art naturally. It's a natural science. The guy, I would see him in his desk, fiddling with something, inventing, I don't know what, and then he would be writing a poem and he would be painting. That's Manuel Legazpi. I've never met somebody that's quite as natural as he was in I guess, using all the humanity that he had. Of course, his community skills are unparalleled. He was a leader, and he did a few things to me that I sort of learned a little bit from. And what is his fusion of academia and community? To me, it was natural there again. Right now, I noticed, because I've been teaching for a long time, I noticed the education are slightly different now. Community and academia seem to have a hard time meeting each other today. But at that time, people like Manuel Legazpi, it was quite natural to them. In fact, they would not see you as an academic unless they saw you with some community credentials. And some of the community credentials passed as a requirement. But now that they don't have that anymore. You got to go to school to get those things. Other thing, if you check this guy out, in all his invention, it was at the time when this white guy that was on TV, was on movies. He was making a lot of money. He was going to write about the women, and his name was James Bond. James Bond had this guy had nothing. James Bond had nothing on Joaquin Legazpi because he gave all kinds of gadgets to me, and he fixed all kinds of gadgets to me. I'm really very poor in machines, so it was probably something really simple, but I was naive, I didn't know. To me, his hands were like magic when it came to machines and gadgets. He'd fix it. The third thing that I wanted to sort of impress upon you is that his skill in solution finding. To me, he was not only a philosopher who talked about many large issues that affect us as human beings, he also talked specific issues, and he solved it. It was like Larry Itliol and Philip Veracruz in one, to me. Because Larry Itliol, he didn't talk about many complicated worldwide things. He talks about a certain issue. There's going to be a strike on Sunday, 10 o'clock. You better show up. If you don't show up, you're in trouble with me. That's that way. And you can follow through. Cruz would say, you know, you have to go there because, you know, they're striking in France, they're striking in Kathmandu. All this stuff comes to it. And then right at the door of the International Hotel, it's all one. But to me, those two things were combined in Joaquin Legazpi. And I'm going to end my talk about him by just letting him speak for himself. He was also a poet, as I told you. In our first book, in my opinion, one of the first books that ushered in the Filipino-American sensibility in literature, Libana and Flips, two books. We dedicated the Libana book to Serafin Siquia, one of the poets who died when we were doing it, close friend of ours, and Manuel Legazpi, who died before the book came out. He died in 1975, the book came out in 1975. So I'm going to try to, and he called it a dedication. He dedicated this. When ages are to blot memories clear into the inky retreat of the earth, and when the incense of the city ceases to poison the air, you, with uncanny sight, fleetingly spy a vague hollow. If you see a sort of a halo in the sky, remember it is me.